Now at 6, a shooting across the street from where a peace event was held just 24 hours earlier. What the pastor is saying about efforts to curb the violence.
And temperatures are climbing. Feels like temperatures are hitting the 90s, but to the west, triple digits is what it feels like, and that's moving our way.
Just days from now, new state laws take effect. We'll explain the new tech rule that could change how your family stays in touch during the school day. Thanks for joining us on the WTHR streaming app. I'm Allison Gormley in for Jenny Runovich. We begin at 6 with a push to stop violence in Indianapolis. 3 men are in the hospital after 2 shootings on the near northeast side. Metro Police responded to a shooting on 34th and Olney Street just before 4 this morning. That's where they found 2 men with gunshot wounds. One of them in critical condition and the other is in stable condition. Before that shooting, police responded to a different report of another man shot on 38th and Gale Street. That incident happened across the street from Impact Christian Church. Less than a day before the shooting, the senior pastor hosted a community outreach event with the help of Marion County Prosecutor Ryan Mears.
Because they're worth it. We're worth it. And so I just want to let them know that whatever happens, we're not going to walk away. We're not going to turn our back. We're going to fight harder.
Police have not released any information about suspects or arrests from the shooting. All right, it is going to be a hot one this week, but right now you are looking at, I guess, I don't want to say the calm before the storm, but
yeah.
Heat storm maybe.
This is certainly the pattern change that we've been advertising. Today is that transition out of the stormy pattern that we had yesterday. The heat is building, and today we're starting to see the heat build. So temperatures are really where we're going to start. They're going to become the big story through the entire week. We're into the mid-80s right now, depending upon where you are. A little farther to the north, Rensselaer's at 82, but you do see 87 for Tipton right now. We'll head down to the south, and you will see some 90s that are taking over right now. 88 in Washington, 90 in Robinson right now, 90 in Ellettsville, 84 in Martinsville. Officially at the airport, we're sitting at 84, but Zionsville's coming in at 85, McCordsville at 84. And again, you see a wide range of temperatures. We do expect the feels like temperatures to climb as well. Right now, it feels like it's into the 90s for most of you. There are a couple of triple digits that are starting to show up, but those will become much more widespread as time goes on. Now, through the rest of this evening, we're not expecting any rain showers. This high pressure that's in control is keeping the rain chances at bay, but it's what's making it feel so much hotter. So temperatures into the 80s will only drop into the 70s tonight. Very mild tonight and mild for the next week. In fact, I don't think we'll get down below 70 for at least the next 5 days or so. So it will stay mild even during the overnights. We're headed to 90 for tomorrow. High of 92 is what we're expecting, but it's going to feel so much hotter. We've got heat advisories in place. I'll talk about these and the extreme heat warnings coming up.
Carmel is celebrating love, inclusion, and community to wrap up Pride Month here in central Indiana. Carmel Pride is taking over Carter Green tonight. It features live entertainment, more than 80 local vendors, food, and plenty of family-friendly activities. Carmel Pride is celebrating 6 years of support for the LGBTQ+ community. The Indiana Fever have a week off before their next game, and one of the players is using her day off to give back to the community. Fever guard Lexi Hull hosted the second pro camp of the weekend presented by Simple Truth. Hull led the camp last year and tells us she saw quite a few familiar faces. She says it's an honor to be able to make a difference in the lives on and off the court.
It really means the world, and this is like these moments, being able to share these moments with them is so incredible, because I remember being campers at camps like this and looking up to role models, and to finally be that person, it's really special.
Hull also told us many kids in the camp went to the Fever game last night, where she helped the Fever beat the Sparks by 24 points. Soon, we'll find out which players will head to Chicago for this year's WNBA All-Star Game. At last check, the Fever's Caitlin Clark and Aaliyah Boston are leading the fan vote with more than 670,000 votes each. Kelsey Mitchell is also in the top 10. Now, if all 3 are selected, this will be the 3rd straight year the trio earned the nod. The All-Star Game is set for July 25th. WTHR is your local TV home of the Fever. The next game we're airing is a little more than a week and a half away. That's July 8th against the Sparks. You can see the rest of the schedule on our website. Just check out WTHR.com/fever. Starting this Wednesday, dozens of new laws are going to effect here in Indiana. It will soon become a misdemeanor to sleep or camp on unauthorized public land. Anyone violating this law could face a $500 fine and spend a max of 60 days in jail. Public and charter schools can ban students from using their tech devices during the school day. That includes phones, tablets, smartwatches, and laptops. There will be exceptions for medical conditions, school emergencies, and schoolwork. The Indiana National Guard can now create a military police force. Members of the force will be able to make arrests, conduct searches, and carry a firearm. The governor can authorize the force to operate either throughout the state or in a specific area, only if necessary. Rob?
Well, we are looking at some of those heat index values likely to reach triple digits for most of this week. I'll let you know which days will be the warmest and when it might come to an end.
Rescue crews from all over the world are in Venezuela helping the victims of the earthquakes, how they're racing against time to find survivors. And a massive fire on the Utah-Colorado border has turned deadly. We'll hear from residents in the area who say they can't catch a break. That's next.